Welcome back to Inside Eastern Utah. We are continuing our show with the Miss Carbon royalty, and we are now here with Miss Carbon County herself, as well as her royalty, her first and second attendant, Ashley and Mikkel, and they are here to talk a bit about their crowns and what they have planned for this next year. Let's start with you. Let's talk a bit about what you have planned as Miss Carbon County this year.
So my platform is Empowered Decision Making for Success. So I've already been able to get into the elementaries a little bit as well as the high school, so I'm hoping that I can kind of broaden it out to our community and involve our parents and grandparents within my platform, which is kind of promoting positive decision making so that we can in turn have a more positive future.
That is a great platform. How did you come up with the idea? What led you to it?
So it started 3 years ago when one of my best friends, she actually lost her life due to some poor decisions. And so through that, I wanted to be able to promote this platform so that I could help prevent other communities from having to go through the grief that ours did.
And the fantastic thing about that platform is it's for all age groups. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do, you can definitely benefit from learning more about that. So certainly a great thing to strive for. Now, Ashley, tell us a bit about what your plans are, what your platform is.
My platform is called A Cause for Pause, and it's based around the animals in our community. I want to be able to make sure that no animal starves or freezes this winter, and I've raised over $200 for the animal shelters and the local vet's offices, so I can donate bags of food and blankets and just money so they can pay for their heating bills and things like that.
That is great. There's certainly a need for that in this area. I know that the animal shelter is always looking for donations and always looking for help, so certainly a great cause. How did you raise that money?
I've gotten little buckets and I put them around the community, and they just basically say that I'm Ashley Leota, the Sterling Scholar for Carbon High, and I'm trying to raise money for the animals in our community to better our community for our animals.
Fantastic. So people can find those buckets at various businesses and stuff like that?
Yeah, most of them. There's one at KFC and Sutherland's, IFA, just around all over.
So if people want to donate, they can do so that way.
Yeah.
Great. And then Riley, tell us a bit about what your platform is.
My platform is called Press Play, Take Action with Your Character. And what it is I want to focus on character building within our elementary schools and junior highs and high schools and just let children know how important it is that their character is. And I just, how I've been doing it is I've been going to elementaries and I've been starting there, but I've been going there and really focusing on character counts and letting them know the importance of certain character traits.
And what led you, I guess, to that platform choice?
So my mom is a 4th grade teacher at Castle Heights, and I help out with her classroom, and I was sitting there helping, like just grading tests and stuff, and a little girl said, she like described high schoolers as jerky.
Aww.
And I was just like, oh, that's so sad. When I was that little, I looked up to high schoolers. Like anybody that gave me attention that was a teenager, I was just in awe, just amazed. And I just thought it was very sad how much their perspective on us has changed. And so I want to focus on letting kids know that we are their role models and how important it is that we step up to the plate and really focus on like our attitudes.
Yes. Well, you guys have certainly put in a lot of work, not only leading up to the pageant and all that work it took, but in the few months since you've held your titles, a lot has happened. What do you want to tell us a bit about what these past few months have been like? Should we start with you?
Sure. So these past few months have been pretty fun. So I'm also a Sterling Scholar, me and Ashley are. So I'm also on the drill team with Riley. So these past...
This is a long list of to-dos, aren't they?
Yeah, so this past few months has been so crazy and fun, but it's fun being able to step up as Miss Carbon County and get out in the community because I've been able to meet a lot of people that I've ever known, and I've got to been interested in the multiple businesses that have started. We've gotten to go to ribbon cuttings.
Yes.
And so it's fun to get to see our community building and growing.
You guys have certainly been busy between ribbon cuttings, light parades, all kinds of things to be involved in. Ashley, how have you enjoyed these past couple of months?
I've enjoyed these past couple months. It's been great doing it with Mikkel and Riley. They're awesome people, and it's just amazing to see how the little girls look up to you, and everything's just so amazing.
It's great. And what about you, Riley? Been having a ton of fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, especially for me. Like, pageants, it was never something that I would ever think that I would do.
Uh-huh.
But it's been such a great experience getting to really get to know these two and really get to see how big of a difference we can have on our community.
Yes, it's certainly not just the time you spend on stage. There's certainly friendships that form and a lot of impact you can make on the community as well. And speaking of stages, a big stage is going to be coming up here soon with Miss Utah. What does it look like preparing for that?
So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's something totally different. I was able to go to Miss Utah's Outstanding Teen a few years ago, and preparing for that, I was like, oh yeah, I'll be in it. I got this. I'm prepared. But it's a total different scheme of things. And so I was able to go to the fall workshop just a few weeks ago, and I was able to meet all the ladies. And we actually have 56 contestants.
Wow.
Which is a huge pageant, but all of the girls there are so amazing. It doesn't feel like a competition around them. It just feels fun.
Yeah, it's really kind of empowering instead of competing. You guys are all hoping for the best, obviously, for each other. It'd be great to win, but it's just a lot of the journey as well as the end result.
Yes.
So these next few months until that happens, what do you guys have planned? I mean, obviously there's going to be ribbon cuttings, parades, all type of things, but are there certain fundraisers or events you guys are looking forward to?
Well, I'm hoping that we're able to go into the elementaries as a royalty, because I think it'll be super cool if we all combine our platforms. Mine and Riley have very similar platforms, and I think that if we could combine all of our platforms and kind of empower them as a royalty together, that we can just make a really big difference.
Yes, that would be great. And there's so many children that are, like you said, a lot of them do look up to the older generation here in Castle Country, and the fact that you guys are going in there with a positive message is really a really empowering thing for the youth. So we certainly enjoy you guys taking some time to join us. Obviously going to be some busy months coming up for you guys, but we appreciate the work you've done so far representing Carbon County very well.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining Inside Eastern Utah for this special edition that featured the Miss Carbon Royalty. Be sure to stay tuned with ETV 10 News. We're going to be following their journey throughout this upcoming year and see all of the great things they're doing. And again, ladies, just thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.